Oh god, I almost don't even want to do this. Well, welcome everybody to the next episode in the series A Noob's Guide to the Internet, and let's just jump right into what we're gonna do. Starting with what's on everybody's mind, the 2016 election. So unless you've been living under Chris Matthews' forehead for the past week, you know that Donald J. Trump is now the president-elect of the United States, and for most of the country, this is either extremely exciting or extremely frightening. Now, some people on that losing spectrum say that the system is completely, messed up and needs fixing, and of course I see where they're coming from, because at the time of me recording this, Hillary Clinton is actually, she's still leading the popular vote by over 1 million votes, and usually when someone leads by that much, they're not supposed to lose in the Electoral College. Now, of course, during this campaign, Trump did say that the system was rigged, but the Electoral College in itself is outdated and needs to be fixed, and we'll see if he actually does something with it in his next term. But back to the two sides of the spectrum, of course, you've got one who's, their candidate won. They're happy, they're ready for this, and the big part about that, the big part about why he won is because he catered to the working class, and that's a good thing to have, especially for a jobs president. That's going to be good if he does what he promised to do. And of course, on the other side of that, there are the people who are just hoping for the best in the face of overwhelming odds. And best said in the words of John Oliver, it's like flying on a plane and then you learn that the pilot is actually a wombat, right? You don't know how it happened, you don't like it, you don't know how you got here, and you're pretty sure you're headed for disaster, but damn it, do you want that wombat to prove you wrong? Now, of course, getting to the part where you're going to see stuff on the internet, there have been a lot of pictures going around, especially the famous one of the Trump on the brick wall and, all that good jazz. But this kind of loops back to my previous video where I talk about SJWs ruining feminism for the entirety of the group, and this is more or less what it's like. You've got a few extremists who really wanted Trump and are extremely racist bigots, and they're parading it out and showing it to the entire world, and then the entire world takes the entirety of anyone who could have ever supported Trump and puts them in the same group as those people who make the racist, bigoted signs. Or as Clinton would probably call that group, the basket of deplorables, but we'll get to more on that side later. There are, of course, those people that you see scrolling through your Facebook feed that just support Trump just because he's the Republican Party, or just because he's not Hillary Clinton, or just because he supports a certain issue that you like, such as abortion, or actually building a wall. I don't know. I don't judge. And then, of course, on the other side, you have people who supported Hillary that call all Trump supporters completely racist, jerkwads. And that is, again, putting the extremes in the broader group, but this time for the other side, because, of course, not everyone who supported Hillary thought that about all Trump supporters. Those left-side extremists are the ones going around posting pictures like these, and they're the ones who are like, yeah, he totally did this, and actually the one that I just put up of Trump, he actually never said that. That is, it's just a meme. Wow, I butchered that last sentence. Holy crap. So I guess my main takeaway on this is don't believe absolutely everything you see your friends posting on Facebook, because odds are it's not 100% accurate, and keep your basket of deplorables to a very small selection of people. That about does it for today's episode of A Noob's Guide to the Internet. I know for this one I tried to make direct references back to, stuff you see on the internet, and because I feel like I didn't do a good enough job of that on the last one, and this time I really wanted to, make sure that, I brought it, I brought stuff to the table that you guys have seen. And hopefully I did that. Any feedback is welcome and appreciated. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to leave a like or subscribe. Both are appreciated. And hopefully I'll see you guys soon. So, deuces.
Do you know what's worth fighting for when it's not worth dying for? Does it take your